I'm sorry, but the world can repopulate itself. No. Say it with me now. Fuck them kids.
I'm a professional kid haver, and these are some reasons that I think you shouldn't have kids. Number one, you shouldn't have kids if you don't like kids. You might be thinking, wow, that's pretty obvious, but based on the amount of parents that I've met who have multiple children and literally just don't like them, I guess this is groundbreaking. Number two, don't have kids if you love babies only. Babies only last for a year, and after that, you have to take care of them as a toddler, as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult. Like, this is for life. It's not just a baby. Lastly, I don't think you should have kids if you're asking what's in it for you and what the benefits of having a kid are. It's not about you. I think people get confused because when you're pregnant with your first baby, everyone's so excited for you. You have the baby shower, everything's all about you, but it's never about you. I don't know if that's blunt, but the point of having a baby isn't to benefit you. It's quite literally to benefit the child. I feel like if you're asking what's in it for you, I just feel like you're missing the point.
This is part 2 of uncommon reasons people are deciding not to have kids. I got all of these from the comments on my last video, which I will link down below. This one says, mine would be my comic books. No child is coming near my first editions and variants. Are you kidding me? This one says, I'm a nurse and I take care of people all day long, and the thought of coming home just to take care of more people sounds absolutely exhausting. I have sensory issues and I cannot handle a child crying for more than 30 seconds. I'm just not cut out for it. Me either. This one says, I don't want to give away bones that I make. I want to keep the bones. I respect and fear you. This person doesn't like to be touched. And if there's one thing kids will do, it's touch. I hadn't even thought about this one. I don't want to relive school stuff ever again. Helping a kid with math homework? Absolutely not. I've said goodbye to math for the rest of my life, and nothing will change that. The thought of having to strap a kid into the car every time I get into the car? No thank you. This person was honest and said, I'm lazy. I enjoy finishing work and doing whatever I want. Weekends are free. Honestly, justice for lazy people. Lazy person awareness. There were so many good points made on my last video. You guys seem to like this, so I'll make it a series. Just leave your reasons down below so I can use them. As always, don't forget to take your birth control, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I would love to share my reasons why I don't want children. First of all is that I have just never felt that maternal instinct. I'm 31. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've never felt the pull to be a mother, and I think that's really responsible for women who don't want children to not have them if they don't feel like they would want that job. Like, there's so many women out there who, you know, can't have children, who really, really want them, and I'd rather see them have children than me, to be honest. A second one is that I know that the world is overpopulated already. You know, there's so many children that need adoption. So if I was gonna, I'd probably go down that route, to be honest. I don't really want to contribute to the overpopulation of this earth already. And that's not me giving shade to anyone that does. It's just combine it with not wanting kids to then not wanting to overpopulate. It's a no-brainer for me. Another one is that I have a reoccurring nightmare since I was 16. In the nightmare, I go to the toilet, and I give birth and I didn't know I was pregnant. And the amount of stress I feel, even when I wake up, just tells me that it's not a job that I need or I want. And I know a lot of people always say, well, when you have them, it's so different, and oh, you'll regret it later when you're older. I don't live my life thinking about the regret that I might have later. Like, that is, to me, that's crazy. It's not how I work, and I never have. Another is that I love my life. It's so free. I do what I want. My life is all about me, and I like it that way. You know, I travel when I want. I do what I want. Call it selfish, call it whatever you want. I don't care. I love my life. There's nothing that I regret in my life. And like, I decided to go to India 2 days ago. Got my visa yesterday. I'm going to India. That's how I like to live, and that would be extremely difficult with a child. So another one is that I can't imagine being tied to one person, like the father, for the rest of my life. Like, he might be a great guy, he might not, but you're taking a chance, aren't you? If you don't even if you do know them well. I know what my own dad's like. And I feel sorry for my mum that she had to be tied to him forever because of me. You know, so I don't want that. You know, this is an active choice, and so many women don't have this choice, and that makes me really upset. So I am gonna choose I have autonomy over my body, and so do you, and that is so powerful.
Let me tell you a huge secret that child-free people are not telling you. We don't have more money than you. In fact, some of us actually earn less than what you're making. It only looks like we are the rich aunties because we have a lot more disposable cash. We can afford a holiday every month or buy the most expensive items on the shelf in a supermarket simply because we have no dependents. Having said that, please don't come asking us for money because this is exactly why we don't have kids. We like having disposable income.
If you are child-free by choice, I'm sure you have a lot of reasons for deciding not to have kids, but I want to know what are your top 3 reasons for remaining child-free. I'll give you mine, just give me a second here. Okay, just give me a second here. All right, number 1, there would always be a kid around. Number 2, climate change might make the world uninhabitable and dangerous by the time they reach adulthood. Number 3, I like sleep. And here are my reasons to have a child. So I think I made the right decision. Yeah.
I know I don't want to have kids from like to get an identity, you know? I feel like I'm lucky there because I've done a lot of work on my identity and myself and feel clear, as clear as possible, I think, for 30. And I know that will continue to evolve and change, and I expect that. But I also wouldn't want to have kids out of any sort of boredom or to save a relationship. Those are kind of the 3 things where I feel like, oh, if I don't do those, I think I'm off to a good start.
You are so healthy.